Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story, the channel. My name is Artieka.
And my name is Tommy.
And today we are reviewing Married at First Sight Season 19, Episode 10. That episode is titled Retreat and Defeat. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. All right, so we're going to start off with Ronda and Pat. Because there's nothing to say.
Yeah.
They missed the couples retreat because they went on a family vacation. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Ronda found a way to whine about him on the family vacation. Apparently, he bought some tickets for a concert and didn't consult her schedule about said concert. And she was like, you can't be buying stuff without talking to me about it first. And then she weaponized her tears and called him a bad guy. Look at me. You got some on your eyelash. Okay.
Man, but you know what really, the more she talks, the more I'm like, you're just not trying. And this
She's a person that wanted to insert man here, but only on the terms that she wanted him inserted.
Yeah. And it's like you can't work that way. You have to see that the way that you're moving is not productive in a sense of being in a marriage with a person.
And she's done that before, twice. So it's not like marriage is a foreign concept to her.
Right. But it's like what's foreign is her actions towards him and the fact that he allows that, man. There's no way that here it is. He's trying to do something nice by doing this. And then she talking about, well, if we share our calendars and blase this and blase that, I'm like, bruh, like, it's not even something for you to get upset about because he bought the ticket.
Maybe we just don't have enough discretionary income.
Maybe.
But I've never seen like you buying something or me buying something as an issue.
Right. And I can get where, oh, you bought these tickets, but I can't go, you know, because of whatever reason. I get that part. So now it's you either resell these tickets or you go by yourself or you go find somebody else to go with.
Or you just lose out on buying the tickets.
Right.
Which has happened. Like, all of those things have happened to us.
Right, exactly.
You just move on. Like, I'm not going to argue with you about it. It's just one of those things. The schedule didn't align. At this point in life, yeah, we... First off, we're not buying tickets to anything like that's like next week.
Right.
We're buying tickets to stuff that's like 6 months from now, 3 months from now. An artist we really, really wanted to see, trying to figure out what city can we see them in.
Yeah. But
it's never been that type of situation.
But we know what it was with Pat buying these tickets he just want to do something.
He knows she likes music. He found a group that he liked to go see or he want to go see. And he's like, I got a wife. Right.
We can go do this. And we know what that is. But it's just her, I have to be, I don't even want to say it's a I have to be in charge thing. It's just it's his idea type thing, you know. But even though they were not shown much in the episode, she found a way to get under my skin. So, kudos to Ronda.
And
I'm really, at first I was like, that's going to be a big thing. You know, the age thing, you know, they're older group. There'll be more of an example for the younger people. But don't listen to Ronda.
Ronda and Pat were in this episode a total of like 98 seconds.
Yeah.
And she found 2 different instances to get mad at him. Because she got mad at him about the disposable gloves.
What happened with
They
that?
were in the store. They needed disposable gloves for whatever activity they were about to do. They were talking and he just like saw a clerk and was like, hey, I need disposable gloves. And she's like, I was talking.
Oh.
And so she shut down in the car, and then he bought the tickets, and that pissed her off too. So,
but it pissed him off when she she said he just ignored me, and then we got in the car and he had like nothing happened.
Because in his mind, he didn't see anything happen.
Yeah,
you're fussing at me,
right,
about something, and we came in here for something.
Yeah,
you're fussing at me, and I saw the clerk. Let me hurry up and get us out of this store.
Yeah.
Can't you see that from like the older gentleman's perspective?
Yeah.
Like, so I look at men in their 60s plus as like grandfathers, right? Because that's the age my granddad was when I was like born.
Yeah. And
when I look at it from that standpoint, I think about how my granddad be like, I don't want to hear all that. And he be like, didn't we come in here for gloves? But you're like that.
Emma?
Yes. If I was fussing at you in the store and we came in there for gloves, we not finna walk around while I'm fussing for 30 minutes looking for these gloves. You gonna say, hey, my man. Did I not get that verbatim?
Yeah.
Where the gloves at? And then we gonna get on out this store. Because you're not trying to walk around and be fussed at just so she can be heard. But anyways.
Yeah. Next couple.
All right. Apparently,
I ain't had enough for Megan and Derek.
Let's go with them. So Megan and Derek are the first ones to get to the house for the couples retreat, and they decided that they were going to plant pranks. They had a little thing that like meowed. They had some toilet paper that didn't tear.
The toilet paper was a good one.
It would have pissed me off.
I know it would have.
And Belinda was like, I stuck my finger in it. I put my foot on it and I just pulled. And she was like, and you still use it? She said, yeah, I pee. Or she said, yeah, I used the bathroom. And Jaylen was like, it was some regular toilet paper under the sink. I ain't see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that just would have made me angry.
Yeah. I would have laughed.
Well, first and foremost,
the cat thing the meowing thing, that would have pissed me off. Cause I'd been like, where is this? Because noises make me uneasy.
Noises and smells.
Yeah.
If it smells, it don't have to smell bad. It's just if it's a smell I can't identify, I'm trying to figure out what that smell is. So they sit around and this was at dinner. This fast. We jumped from the beginning to like dinner. And dinner was like the next day. Will asked Derek what he likes about Megan, and he says she's funny, smart, and they have a good time together. And then they had discussed that they're going to keep this baby a secret from the rest of the cast. So,
well, we seen that coming.
Yeah, like Megan didn't want to tell them that she hated Derek that day. So why would I tell them I'm pregnant?
Right. They were out there with Brittany and Will when they was going through their test.
Oh yeah, and I felt like Megan in that moment. So
I definitely would have got out of that. I'd be like, all right, guys.
So when she like whispered to him, she was like, I think we should get out of here. I'm like, that sounds like me.
I'd have made it as obvious as possible. Hey guys, we finna walk over there until y'all finish, man. So work out what you gotta work out. Come on, baby.
Yeah, what y'all about to do? Because we're not about to do this.
Yeah.
So the last thing that I wrote about them was Belinda, Josh, and Jaylen get them back about all the pranks that they put around the house, and they blew up 100 water balloons. And Chad was stuck on the fact that it was 100. I was like, they bought a bunch of balloons, Chad.
Yeah.
It comes in 100.
Chad didn't know.
He didn't know.
He was just excited to cook for everybody.
Like, you just put them on the hose, they fill up, you pop them off, that rubber band that you throw them, they pop, we move on.
Yeah.
Megan got pissed off because she got her hair wet. And I was like, they have been dealing with cat noises for 2 days. And one of them, I don't remember who it was, but somebody's allergic to cats. So that probably triggered them.
Are they?
Yeah, I think it was Josh. He was like, has a cat been in here? It's a cat been in here? I hear a cat. There can't be a cat in here. And that's when they decided to move to the other room.
Oh, okay.
But that's all I got for them. Do you have anything?
Nah.
You write them on different pages?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Like everybody got their own page. And sometimes I'll be having to put 2.
All right, so let's move to Belinda and Chad.
I ain't have much to say about
That's why I said let's move to them. Belinda was the one that actually used the fake toilet paper, and during that conversation about what they like about their spouses, Chad was like, Belinda glows. She's a good mom, and I feel safe with her.
Yeah.
And then Jaylen starts crying because she said she couldn't have picked a better person for her mama.
She didn't pick that person.
We know.
I don't
Jesse
know.
treated her mama wrong.
He cheated on her, man.
I mean, I get that.
He cheated on her, and then they was.
But you know how sometimes you be like, there were at least some good times.
Yeah.
It seemed like Belinda went through it with Jesse.
But she didn't. She was just a great mom, and that's all she ever was, like, to them. So, the thing about Belinda and Chad, I can't appreciate Chad cooking for everybody, like multiple times. But the big thing about them is
Chad made them burgers, and Megan was like, "What about me and Will? We made the fries." Will was like, "Yeah."
Man, it's just Chad had a couple spots where he, comedy was hilarious, especially when he was looking at Will, talking to Will, and he was like, "Yep."
Yeah,
what you talking about?
When he said, "I don't want to go to them next, I want to go to them last."
Yeah.
But when he said, "Yep, you engineer, right?" Yep. Because you can't just say yes or no.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
He has to qualify everything.
Yeah.
With the flip side of it. Nothing can be an absolute.
Yeah.
And usually that's like a scientist's way of thinking.
Yeah.
But like, ugh.
But yeah, so with Chad and Belinda, man, I just, the advice that they gave out was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Well, that was both coming from the experiences of failed marriages.
Yeah.
So.
I think sometimes the advice that Belinda gives is from a place of
what she wished she would have done.
Yeah. But it also is not good for the moment.
Sometimes
it's like a miss.
Yeah. Derek also gave pretty good advice to Brittany and Will.
To Will, yeah. Yeah. I didn't write it down.
I didn't either. I'm just saying.
But he basically gave Will the, man, you can't just like say the other part.
You don't see this?
It's like certain things he says. Anyway, we're not talking about Will, but certain things he says, it's like you can't say that. Type of thing. But that's all I got for Chad and Belinda.
Jaylen and Josh. So they got there right after Megan and Derek. They heard the fake cat noises and started looking around. Jaylen talks to her mom about Josh not being able to find community. Now, this community conversation really bothered me because I think that the biggest part of what we were missing is what he means by community.
And I don't think he could explain it.
Because it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because I thought he was talking about just having a group of friends.
Yeah, like people that you have shared experiences with. Like, okay, for example, because I can make it tangible to our lives. We ain't doing Burning Man, but like the group of us that goes to one music fest, that's community. No matter how many of those people I do or do not know, I'm gonna hang out with them. Yeah. I'm gonna have a good time. Like we look forward to finding the like 2 or 3 people in the crowd that we know. And then everybody else, your things are safe with us. Yeah. People will literally be like, I'm finna go over to the other station. Y'all wash my blanket? Got it. No problem. We'll be here. And that's across the board. Like we don't have issues. That's a community, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was just like, I didn't see me hanging out with my friends as having a community. And I'm like, how?
That's where it starts.
Literally, I should feel more at home and more of the best version of myself with my friends than anyone else until the family that I make.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all feel like, I don't say all, but a lot of people, specifically him, feel like you have to be a version of yourself because he didn't have his mom growing up. He just met his dad. It was his grandparents. So I'm sure there was some odd spots there. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, what do you mean by community?
I don't think Josh is confident in certain areas of his life. Mm-hmm. Because that's the longing for that he's looking for, the community part, but can't truly explain it. And
it makes sense because he didn't have his mom growing up.
But he had his grandmother and his grandparents.
But I think it's different when you know that, like, the people around you have their parents and you don't.
Now, what got me confused, or what was confusing the most to me about their conversation, was where Jaylen was getting upset about, I don't know how she turned it to herself. Like, I don't know
it's
how
an
she
art.
I don't know. I don't know how she got it to a point to where he was like, she was like, you don't appreciate me.
He said, I mean, she cut him off and said that he's not listening to what she needs. And all I need for you to say is that you know what kind of person I am.
Yeah. So that's what threw me off, because I was like, we're talking about him wanting to build a community, but we've discovered that he didn't understand what the meaning of community.
This has to be a heavily edited conversation, or both of them are crazy. Both of those could actually be true.
Yeah.
Both of those
I think they are, man. Because I was sitting there, I was listening to what she was saying. I got what she was saying when she was like, my people that I work out with, do the cycling with, that's a community of folks and stuff like that. And it's like, well, how do we get from there to him not appreciating who you are? Mm-hmm. Now, I can see him not understanding who you are because this is the 6th or 7th week of him knowing you. Mm-hmm. But
she has a lot of expectations of him, because let's just run it back one episode. Mm-hmm. Remember, we just got through with her being upset with him because he would not write down vows. Because he said it took him 4 days to write vows about somebody that he doesn't know. Mm-hmm. He definitely can't do it in 20 minutes for someone that he does know. And she was like, can't you just write something? And so she keeps making this all about her and what she needs in the moment from him. And basically, he also needs to figure out what the heck he needs, because community is, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. Because what I thought it meant is not what it means. Yeah. And like, he was almost willing to divorce.
Yeah.
Over this.
He's willing to divorce her over Burning Man.
And he told her that it's the equivalent of her quitting her job as a personal trainer, even though that's the one thing in life that brings her joy. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say the one thing.
So, but it's just, when you look at it and you hearing their conversation and you're thinking about what they're saying, what I got from their conversation, or what realization Jaylen came up with, is Josh's upbringing, or the way he looks at the world today, is going to hinder him on certain things the way that she looks at the world today. And for lack of better words, it's more so she's realizing the dumb stuff that he, he thinks of.
I unfortunately read, I was looking for pictures for a thumbnail. Yeah. And I came across a Reddit forum, and they was like, what's really the problem is Josh wants to go out and do hardcore drugs at Burning Man, and he don't want to do them without his wife. Yeah. That's the community he wants to build. I was like, that might be it, but that's a reach.
Yeah. I feel like you're reaching on it,
I was like, after I read that, I was like, let me get out of this forum because I was just looking for a picture.
That's a you know,
just looking for a picture.
I mean, I be saying some far-fetched things, but that's there. That's out there.
It went there.
That's out there. They're just floating out there by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's the case. But I do think he he makes certain things a non-negotiable where normal people would, and I don't want to say that he's not a normal person, but other people, is normal. Majority of other people would be like, but this is the case.
Gotta be like the median.
Yeah. right. The median of people would be like, that's not
like
normal.
The most, like the middle ground. That's where we at.
You know what I'm saying?
So the episode, or their part of the episode, ends with them going cycling, and he's mocking her as a spin instructor. They go bike up a hill, make it to a swing, and they said that they need to set clear expectations on communication. And Jaylen says that she wants them to get to the point of planning their life beyond the next 2 weeks. And I was like, that's interesting that the couple that's like, for sure, everything's going great, blah, 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 yada, 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 haven't planned out life beyond this experiment. Because when I'm looking at it from the standpoint of we're going to, I like you enough to continue doing this. We got to figure it out.
I don't think a lot of the couples have talked about.
No, they too busy asking.
At least I was going to say on campus, on camera.
They too busy saying, do you love me?
Right.
Is this really your real phone number?
Are you going to call me like you said you would?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got nothing else for them.
Yeah, it's just I had higher hopes for them, but their conversations are dumb to me.
And I don't know if production's making them dumb down things for the camera, but Burning Man felt like it wasn't a camera put on. It felt like it was real life, and he was ready to risk it all.
And that's the thing for me. It's like, bro, you have to learn to pick battles better. Because if you're willing to break up with a woman because she don't want to go to Burning Man, you need to understand who you dealing with. This is she said it herself.
In the words of my granddaddy, whosoever.
She was
last time, go back with them.
A privileged. She grew up privileged. Why would she want to go to Burning Man?
It's not about growing up privileged.
No, I'm just saying, like, listen, hear it out. She grew up privileged. She wouldn't want to go there to, like, not take a bath for 4 days or have, comfortable living.
Drugs. Like, once they said it, I was like, maybe. That could be it.
I just think
let's find out after the fact.
They gotta have better conversations.
They do. We in Burning Man.
I don't know. I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It seems cool when, like, you look at it. It seems like it'd be all right for a day or two.
It was in August.
But
it's hot, and oh my God.
What?
Outside August in the heat. You know how sticky you are in the desert.
You good for the first day, but then after that, man.
Eesh.
You stink.
Eek.
And I don't think everybody just be out there stinking, though. It be some running water somewhere.
They ain't washing their butt with it. Anywho, they better go get some Lumi.
Some what?
Lumi.
Oh.
That's the all over the body deodorant. Yeah. Anywho, Brittany and Will. Brittany and Will have had an episode.
Yeah, this was their show.
This was right. This was the Brittany and Will episode. Yeah. If we had never had a Brittany and Will episode, this one is it.
Yeah.
So they're talking to each other at the dinner about what they like about each other, and Brittany says that she appreciates his mind and the way that he processes things is beautiful. And she's like, I know you don't like people saying nice things about you, but you're going to sit here and you're going to take it. And he's like, you're sweet and you help him think and he enjoys being around you. And I'm like, oh, look, we're starting off on a high note. And then it all came crashing down.
Secondly, she is terrible at pickleball. I think me and her may be on the same skill level. And I'm trash.
Now, I might be below y'all.
Maybe.
I'm going to find out, though, because I'm playing pickleball in December.
Oh, yeah?
I got to sign up for this clinic.
Mm-hmm.
So they go and play pickleball with Megan and Derek, and Brittany be cussing.
Mm-hmm.
She asked him if he harped on things like she did, and she said no. And then they started talking about their relationship and what they like to work on, or what she would like for him to work on. And then she asked him, what did he need to work? What did she need to work on? And he was like, nothing. She's like, so I'm perfect? And Megan was like, duh. Yeah, you are. Because Megan's trying to move this conversation along.
No, Megan thinks that way. She thinks women in the relationship is right.
Except for her mama.
Except for her mama.
So he tells her that basically she doesn't communicate well. And then they go into this whole story about her waking up with an attitude. And he was like, I didn't like it, but I didn't say anything. What was it going to change? And he's used that phrase before with her. It's like when her hair shedding. He's like, I could say something, but if we can't do anything about it, what's the point?
Yeah.
So he goes through his life with that notion. And I know people love putting the Married at First Sight cast on the spectrum. They do. They do. I'm not saying that Will is on the spectrum, but I do think that he does not process emotions and read the room. Like, you know how people are always like, people on the spectrum don't lie? Like, he can't help but tell his version of the truth. And so, and I mean, it's a spectrum, so obviously
he definitely told the guys that he says the right thing, and he says the wrong thing right behind it, and he can't help himself.
Yeah, and it's like I'm just clarifying this. I know that there's a spectrum. Like, it is called a spectrum because it is wide casting net, and I don't know where Will falls because I believe we all fall on the spectrum, but Will definitely falls on the side of things with the greater part of society that can't get it together and read the room. Like,
I just like even when she asks, "Are you upset or are you mad?" He was like, "Mm-hmm." I was like, "Why?"
I think he was irritated.
That's what she asked. Are you irritated now? I would get more irritated of her asking me all the time how I feel about her.
He's told her that though.
But
because remember he said that with the experts when he was like, you ask me every other day.
No, but it would like irritate me more that she does that, but he's not seeing the point of assure her from it. So she don't have to ask that. No,
he doesn't, but he's like, you're going to know that I don't like this because I told you. And that's the difference between him and her.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I don't like this. And she's like, okay. And I'm still going to keep doing it. And she's not saying I don't like this. She's just in her head, and then she starts crying.
Yeah.
I was like, Brittany, stop crying. Get some nerves.
Man, I was like, man, how did we get here?
So after this pickleball, or to calm ourselves from pickleball, Will goes and talks to Derek. Megan has a sidebar with Brittany. In Megan's sidebar with Brittany says she's working on how to say things, and she's wondering if he's trying to avoid confrontation or if he just doesn't care. And she starts crying, and she says she doesn't think that he thinks that she's the one. And honestly and truly, again, Will has never been like, yep, I see things going somewhere for us. He's just like,
could change. We're good today. Could
mathematically speaking, we could stay together forever. But 50% of marriages end in divorce. So
That is perfect.
That's exactly
what he was.
That's exactly where he is.
But the thing about it, I think the thing that kind of like had me down a little bit was the fact that she was like, he don't care about me. I was like, dang. That's it. Like, it's one thing for it to be true, but it's another thing for it to, that's how she feels about her spouse or Will in this case.
I mean, he's her spouse.
Yeah. But it's like, that goes back to the first conversation that they was having after they had sex. He is not making sure that she's secure or feels secure around him.
I wonder, does he talk to anybody about this?
I don't know.
Like,
he seems to be fairly open with the guys. Not like how we've seen in the past where the guys were like, this is a whole new friend group. Like, these guys seem to be forced friends. Like, it's almost like the wives are good friends and then the husbands are just there because their wives are.
But I also feel like Will wouldn't hang out with Chad. He wouldn't hang out with Pat. No. He wouldn't hang out with Derek. He wouldn't hang out with Josh.
Right.
These are just not his people.
I think he would hang out with Derek, but it's not like
I could see Derek.
But everybody else.
Derek is not going to be his, hey, you want to go do X, Y, Z. Like, Derek would be his, like, specific event friend.
Yeah.
Like, his Burning Man friend.
Yeah.
Like, Derek would be like we're going to go out and watch soccer and drink beer.
Yeah.
And the end of the soccer season, don't call me. I'll catch you at the end of the next soccer season.
But the thing about it is he's fairly open with them. And so that helps. Yeah. But the issue comes is that he can't get out his way. He can't. There's not space for. He's not seeing that she's not assured with him.
He's like, I told you. So when he was talking to Derek, he said that Brittany hyper focuses on things, and I was like, as a person who hyper focuses on things, you do need reassurance from another person. Specifically when the hyper focus is about them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever had that issue in this relationship, but you watch me hyper focus just on subjects. And you be like, hey, chill out. And it's like, sometimes you just need somebody to reel you back in. And he's not doing that. So he says it's difficult to bring up things because she thinks that everything is wrong. And I think the reason that she thinks that everything is wrong is because something is always wrong. There has not been a time that they've had a good, genuine sit down, get it all out without something big having happened right before that. And sometimes you have to just find your middle ground of conversation that doesn't end up coming directly after a blow up.
But there are also two people that aren't able to share the way that they need to share. Like, because if she's upset with him about something, she doesn't tell him.
Yeah, she storms off.
Yeah, right. She storms off. She's not communicating that well to him, so he's not figuring that out because at the end of the day, he's not a mind reader.
And going back, because the honeymoon is a perfect example. Hey, I don't like it when you do this. This is what was wrong about that moment. How can we fix this? Because in that moment, I need the reassurance that you like me, but I also need to reassure you that I'm not going to flip out.
Right.
And it's just one of those things.
And it's like they haven't expressed the type of communication that they need. Like I think I mentioned that like years ago about learning to communicate with your spouse, but it's the way to communicate. Because everybody's always like, communication is the key, but nobody talks about how to communicate with each
honestly
other.
And truly, the how is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that the how is the issue is because everybody receives information differently.
Yep.
Like, even down to like us having 2 kids, same mom, same dad. I could say things to my son that I cannot say to my daughter, because if I say it to my daughter, there's gonna be tears.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say it to my son, he's just gonna be like, okay, move on.
Right.
And that's at 3 and 6. So,
right. But that's the thing with them is like, you know, they're not communicating well because they're holding in the things that they need to be saying to each other.
mm-hmm.
And
a good example of that is the next scene where she comes back from pickleball and she's talking to Belinda, and she starts crying and telling Belinda, I don't think that he's my person, or he thinks that I'm his person. And it's like, go talk to Will about how Will feels about you. And her and Will do need a mediator.
mm-hmm.
And honestly and truly, as a collective, I feel like if it hadn't been everybody there, and like that dinner scene had just been like Belinda and Chad, or Megan and Derek, not so much Jaylen and Josh, because Jaylen talks in an accusatory tone.
Yeah.
If it had been Belinda and Chad, or Megan and Derek, they could have had the conversation of her being able to get it out and trying to find a resolve in at least her understanding,
Mm-hmm.
a base level understanding of how he feels about her. Now, he also gonna have to learn how to like say the right thing.
Man, the thing that I thought about, I think somebody mentioned it in one of our other videos. His people, his family,
Mm-hmm.
is not been involved.
I wonder, does his family live in town?
I don't know.
Because, you know, when your family doesn't live in town, we coming in for this wedding.
Yeah.
We not finna come back again for these 6 weeks just to be on this show.
Yeah.
And
but you know what I mean? It's like, get some insight from his mama or his dad or somebody, just because it's like you're struggling with something that they know how to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And the same for her.
Yeah.
Like, her internalizing everything is probably the worst thing that she can do for in a relationship. And we're seeing why her relationships don't last past 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Because within those 90 days, she has internalized every issue that they've had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everybody has pretty much across the board been like, Will overthinks things. You overthink things. And he's got to learn how to say it in a language that you understand. Like, even Pastor Cal and Dr. Pia was like, you not saying so she can hear you.
Yeah.
You talking to be talking.
Right. Because she's hearing something completely different from what he's saying.
Yeah, because his conversation is clear. It's as simple as like what I said about the marriage thing. Like, are we happily married? Yeah, but 50% of happily married people end up divorced. Mm-hmm. And it's like, bro, we're talking about happy,
right? Not
divorce. Anywho, at the end of the episode, they talk to each other. Or no, he talks to Derek. Derek tells him basically he needs to fix this.
Yeah.
And when he talks to her about it, he said he needs her to hone in on which words to focus on. And she said that it's bigger than that. And she tells him that she's thinking he doesn't know how to be vulnerable with her. I don't know that he's had to be vulnerable. Because if he's had to ever be vulnerable, it would put him in a position to choose his words differently. Yeah. I don't want to say better, but differently. And she asked him if he thought that she was his person, and he said it could be stronger.
Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. Yes, I think you're my person. That's it. That's so simple, man. Even
I do believe that you are.
He says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. His inner monologue. Oh my God. So funny story before we wrap up. I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about like the voice that's in your head.
Yeah.
And they was like, everybody don't have a voice in their head. Some people's heads are quiet. And I was like, are they really? Because there's a voice in my head. Like, I have an inner monologue. That be just, she be going off. Like, does he not have one? And he thinks he's supposed to be the inner monologue?
I don't know.
Because don't you have a voice in your head that you be like, that's not cute. You be like, well, what if you did something different?
Yeah.
Like, the inner monologue is like, that's not cute, but he's still verbalizing the inner monologue. He needs to go see somebody.
It could be better.
She needs to talk to his mama.
Yeah.
If he got a sister.
Yeah. Needs to
sister
talk to
and
her.
mother. Cause dad.
Were they at the wedding?
His mama was.
She was?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I don't remember his dad. But they still married. But But a dad is gonna be like, it's just how he is. But a mama's gonna be like, he always been like that. And sometimes you just gotta say this to him and he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Especially a good Southern mama.
Yeah. Yeah. That's too funny.
You got anything else?
Nope.
I know you're done. You closed your Palm Pilot.
I sure did.
You're like, well.
I looked at the rest of my notes. I was like, I got
you
nothing
ain't
else.
You gotta worry about me.
Right. I'm gonna let her go on and cruise this thing on in.
All right. So if you guys haven't, please subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell. Did I say notification? It came out mumbled. Notification bell. Like the video. And comment down below.
I don't have a question.
It'll be one opinion.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later on in the week for something.
All right.
For Lovers Only on Thursday night for those that have joined for Lovers Only.
Join the membership.
Saturday morning for Love Brew. And then sometime between Saturday and the following for Lovers Only, you'll get another Married at First Sight video.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Bye, y'all.
We almost didn't make this one.
We almost did because I am very tired.
Man, you can see it in my face.
Very tired.
Anyway.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.